is going on, everybody? My name is Nick, and welcome to episode 6 of season 2 of my podcast, the Good Schmidt Podcast, where this is now, I guess this is a running podcast. Well, it is, making it into a running podcast, where today I'm going to talk about how I won $100 running a race, and that race was the Discover Whitewater Series Whitewater Half Marathon, which took place a month ago on Sunday, September 22nd. So I'm going to jump right into it right away without further delay. It was a soggy, rainy morning in Whitewater, Wisconsin. Really rainy. I just said that. Really rainy morning. There was actually a 30-minute lightning delay prior to the start of this race, so it started at 8:30 a.m. instead of 8. So the first mile of the race, I started out pretty hot, 5:43 mile. I was going by my average pace from my manual splits, which were not exactly a mile per for each of the 13.1 miles. I went with manual splits because I wanted to see how they worked. It worked pretty well, just a little off. Yeah, I like doing that rather than just taking like the auto mile split when it wasn't at the marker. So I split at each mile marker. And the first mile, I was at a 5:43 average. When the race started, a guy took off with the leaders, John DeWitt and Joe Zach, and he fell back almost right away, about immediately, and I caught him. So going back to the race here, the next 2 miles I split into 5:40s, 5:47, and then a 5:40, or a 5:46 and a 5:47, I believe. Or yeah, 5:47 and a 5:46, yeah. And then from miles 4 to 7, my pace slowed down. I was in the high 6s. My slowest mile was like a 6:11 maybe in that span. And the race really ensued when I battled a guy named Tyler from mile 7 to the end. We traded positions about 3 times in the race from mile 7 to 11. Yeah, it was fun, man. It was fun working with that dude. I found out later he's 40 years old, and his wife ran the race too. She was the second female finisher in the race. She ran like an hour and 20 minutes. Yeah, an hour and 23 minutes. It was really quick. So, anyways, back to the race. Yeah, at mile 11 is actually when I passed Tyler for good. So that was like the 3rd time I passed him, and then I outkicked him to the finish for 3rd place. And here were my average paces for miles 11 to 13. So mile 11 was 5:47, 5:51 at mile 12, and then 5:44 for mile 13, the last mile. And for the final .2 of the race, because the course was a little bit long, I closed in 5 minutes and 20 seconds per mile pace. I was running strong at that point, yet I was scared that Tyler would pass me. I thought it was cool that like this race finishes on the Whitewater High School track, and also it was nice running on familiar roads to me for this race. I ran at Whitewater for 4 years and knew all the roads on the course, so that was really cool. The only thing that sucked was the rain. Of course, got pretty wet. The rain actually did stop later on in the race, which was nice, but I had a drizzle for the first half, and then it let up, which was nice. Also, I invited my friends Jesse and Paige to join me in this race. We were going to have a team, but we could not get a 4th guy to have a full team, but it was still a good time. They both had fun as well, and they ran good times. It was Paige's half marathon debut, so she did pretty well. I could put a link to the results in the description to how they did, if you guys are curious, and I'll put a link to my Strava where you can see the splits on my Strava from there, and I got a little recap on there too. Also, the official results I could like for myself and for Paige and Jesse, like I said. Some other notes on this race, just kind of wrap it up. Just a quick rapid fire recap. John DeWitt, who I mentioned before, he was the winner of this race. He set the course record with a time of 1 hour and 7 minutes. Just crazy stuff. And Joe Zach, another guy I mentioned, he was 2nd place in 1 hour and 10 minutes. For some reason, he thought he could go. He wasn't happy with this. He thought he could go faster, which he probably could have, but I think the rain slowed him down. But yeah, shout out to John DeWitt and Joe Jack for winning the top prize money. So $300 was for first place, $200 for second place, and I won $100, guys. Never thought it was going to be possible, but I won money in a race, so I'm no longer eligible to race in a Division 3 race anymore because I've officially gone pro. Yeah, I'm a pro runner now. No, I'm just kidding. But winning $100 in a race was really cool. Made up my entry fee. I think I had a net gain of like $20. Ended up being like $70 to register, so I'll take it. I made my money back. It's pretty cool. And this was a fun time running the Whitewater Half. Shout out to all the volunteers and all of my former teammates and current teammates who are out there cheering me on, and all the runners out in the crappy weather. Shout out to all of you. Well, especially, I'm going to give some special shout outs to who I haven't already given to just for guys being out there, yeah, former teammates. Gunnar Schlender, being at the exact point I needed to be in the race. His encouragement was great. Christian Patsko being out there was awesome to see. Just everybody. Ari de Lacerda, and I'll still like the shout out if she watches my videos. And yeah, just Justin, of course. Cannot forget Justin Krause. Being out there was great. Great friend and teammate is Justin. Just yeah, shout out to everybody. Just wanted to especially name those guys, or shout out those people because they're pretty awesome. And I already shouted out Jesse and Paige. They killed it out there. Yeah, fun time. Yeah, definitely gonna do this race again next year. And speaking of next year, I have some race announcements for next year. I was gonna wait till beginning of the year in my goal video to announce these, but announce them now because why not? So I'm running 2 marathons next year, guys. Yep, just like I did last year in 2023. Got 2 more marathons on the pipeline. People have been asking me. Yeah, a few people have been asking me what my next next marathon is going to be. Well, my friend Matthias in particular. And yeah, I already answered his question, but for anybody else who's wondering, I'm running the Northwoods Escape Marathon in Minocqua, Wisconsin. So way up north in northern Wisconsin on Memorial Day weekend, Sunday, May 25th. That'll be exciting. It's on a bike trail. It's a really small race. Just kind of going to use it to run another marathon, enjoy the Northwoods, and I've wanted to do a marathon in the Northwoods, so this is my opportunity. Should be a fun time. It's gonna be on a gravel bike trail, a flat gravel bike trail, so that'll be cool. Looking forward to that. So that'll be the next training block. Will be for Northwoods Escape, and then after that, I'm gonna take a break, and then I have one more marathon next year, and it is the 2025 Chicago Marathon. Yes, I'm running Chicago. I applied on Monday, October 22nd. I got accepted 2 days later, and I will be running the Chicago Marathon. Yep, one more time. I'm very excited to run it. It will take place on Sunday, October 12th of 2025. I'm hyped for it. Looking forward to that. I'm going to use that Northwoods Escape Marathon, and I'm going to run the Whitewater Half again to help me prep for Chicago. Thinking I might even get some coaching from the running club that I joined. I didn't mention that either. Another announcement. I joined a running club, barn racing team. I guess they're more of a triathlete club, but I've got some pretty serious runners in there. One I'm going to run with next weekend. It's too bad none of them are my age, but that's alright. Maybe I can recruit some more people my age to join. I mean, I already tried to recruit one, and she came out for a run, and Jessie, so that was cool. But yeah, looking forward to these marathons, the one in Minocqua and Chicago next year. I have some more marathons to train for, and to see what I can do. As far as goals for these marathons, Northwoods Escape, I would like to PR, but ultimately I'm just gonna have a good time, enjoy the Northwoods. Maybe I can win, depending on who's there. Last couple of years, I was looking at the results for that marathon, and there's only been like 60-some people there, and none of them have really ran faster than I have. Maybe 1 or 2 people, but I should have a chance to win that, so that'll be cool. And for Chicago, I'm looking to get a PR, go in the 240s. I mean, 249 would be the goal time, and yeah, of course, have a good time. It's always my goal. I like to have a good time in a marathon, just get in that groove, and I mean, yeah, who knows? One of these days I could drop a really huge performance, maybe negative split. Maybe that's Chicago, or I should say one of these marathons. So maybe that will be Chicago. where I drop a really huge race. I mean, I'm still really inexperienced with marathons. This would be my 5th one if I finish Northwoods Escape. So that's exciting. Races coming up. Running club to run with. I run with them on Saturdays. So got some good stuff going, and hopefully more running related content in the future. Just some other notes here that I have not addressed on this channel. I would like to get one more 2K video. They did a 2K video out. I said a while ago I wanted to do Damian Lillard justice and get him a title. Well, spoiler alert, I did not, and I don't really want to re-record the video. I'm still going to upload it for you guys, or I still would like to upload it for you guys by the end of November. And then I'm kind of done with 2K videos, guys. I don't know if you know, but I've just have not been interested in making them at all. I mean, I love doing rebuilds, but just making the videos is kind of it's somewhat time consuming. I just haven't felt like going through the whole process of making a 2K video, because it involves the recording part doesn't take too much time. I mean, a couple hours, but then like the editing is a few hours, and then with my internet it just takes forever to upload. I have not wanted to take the time to do that, but I'm going to still do this Bucks video, and that's going to be it for 2K videos. I'm not going to do any more. So yeah, hopefully I get that out. Otherwise, you're going to plan on seeing more running related content going forward. I've been enjoying doing that with the Boston video, the Gunner podcast, the Olympic trials one, and now this video. So yeah, I do plan on having another guest in the near future. It would be at the end of cross country season, and he's a multi-time D3 national champion. Anybody, if you know who the guest is going to be. I've asked him a while ago to be on the pod, and he agreed. We just didn't figure out a time, but gotta figure out a time after cross country season is over, and I'm probably gonna go drive down to Whitewater and have a live pod with him in person, just like I did with Gunner. So that would be awesome. And we could probably hang out after. Just to wrap up this video, some other notes. I'm not gonna do any more Ariana Grande related videos. Again, I just haven't felt like it, and haven't wanted to review her Eternal Sunshine album. Decided not to. Same with the album ranks. I mean, I like doing them; they're fun, but I don't want to do them anymore, and you guys don't really like them, which is fine. I get that they're long, and people don't want to hear about the Blaze Bayley era of Iron Maiden. I got that comment from Scotty Walter. Thank you, I appreciate the criticism. Yeah, I didn't need to talk too long about that, because I get it, man. But yeah, just ultimately I decided I don't really want to do any more album ranks. If I change my mind in the future, fine. I mean, there's another artist I would like to talk about his music more, but maybe it wouldn't be an album rank. Maybe it would just be more talking about his career, like a career retrospective, which is actually something I plan on doing with my favorite artist at the moment, and that is Ayumi Hamasaki. If you guys don't know, over the last year or so, I've become a huge fan of Ayumi Hamasaki and her music. It's because of Inuyasha. This song "Dearest," it's one of the closing songs in the show, and this was a couple years ago. I started watching Inuyasha now, and that's where I found her music. And I didn't really start getting into her music until last year, but especially this year. And just learning more about her, I've become a huge fan, and I want to do a video on her life and career. So that's something I'd like to do by the end of the year. I think that would be cool. And maybe I would do that with The Weeknd as the other artist that I would like to do a career retrospective with, and might bring on a guest for that. I know somebody who's a Weeknd fan, so yeah, the Ayumi video is happening. I'm gonna make it happen, and possibly a Weeknd video. We'll see down the pipeline. But yeah, also one more thing. I might do. I mean, this isn't a for sure. This is a might. I'm for sure doing running videos in this Ayumi video, and hopefully the Bucks video. So that's for sure. Look out for those two things. Yeah, those few things. The running videos, the running related content's gonna continue. So, Bucks video, hopefully. Yeah, I'm gonna get it done. I'm holding myself accountable to get that done. And then this Ayumi video by the end of the year. So those three things. But something else I may do in the future, if you guys are interested, I might do them anyways, is some lyric analysis videos where I break down the lyrics in a song And the reason I got this idea is because I did this on my Strava with Ayumi Hamasaki for like 3 months. I picked a song every Monday and it broke down the lyrics in a Strava post, and people seem to like it, so I might do this in video form with some other songs that I haven't broke down the lyrics yet. But do it in more detail, of course. It would just be one song. I got this idea because like Ayumi's lyrics from the Japanese to English translations, they're super like meaningful. And I think it'd be cool to talk about this and like kind of connect it to my life, or connect it to, not necessarily connect it to my life, but like, just talk about it more. Have a discussion about what she was going through in her life. I think that would be cool. And I could even do this with other artists, but it's just an idea. If you guys don't want to see it, that's fine. But I might do it anyways for a few songs, just to see if I like it, if you guys like it. But yeah, for now, as I said, this channel is going to be focused on distance running, but it's specified. It's going to be focused on distance running and my race recaps, because that's what I love. And yeah, I'm going to probably do the Ayumi career retrospective video. And yeah, that's going to do it for this video, guys. I got nothing else to talk about. That's it for the housekeeping stuff, and hopefully you all enjoyed the race recap. So that wraps up episode 6 of the Good Schmidt podcast, season 2. I'm so out of sorts here, not organized in my manner of speaking. Anyways, I've rambled enough. My name is Nick. This has been the Good Schmidt podcast, and I'm signing out.